champion where I am joined. Last time we had the Booyah Brothers. So this time we had to have the brains behind the outfit, all the people that make the magic happen. So today I am joined by the crew that puts this whole thing together every year. So welcome you guys. It's good to be here with you. I want to get started by asking you right away, who are you and why are you here tonight? Heidi.
You're going to stick with me? Of course. I'm Heidi Bader. I've been a member of this church for 25 years, approximately. I'm married and have 2 children. They're older, turning 22 and 24 this week. So all birthdays in this week at our house. But my daughter and son both sing in the choir when they're here, and I'm a Eucharistic minister and fill in for usher when I need to, and other things. So
I'm Lynette Survey. I was baptized here, member all my life. I'm the organist since I was 14 years old, and I've been directing and running the choir and started the picnic, so.
We'll talk about that in a second. That's awesome.
Hi, Nancy Sounder, maiden name Survey, grew up exactly 1 mile from here. This parish has been our parish forever. Baptized, First Communion, Confirmation, Wedding. It's our parish. I've been involved with the parish, with parish council, finance. Recently, it's always been money counting, and a church of course, on the church picnic. So it's our parish. It's the best one.
I'm Bob Joke. I've been in the parish roughly 30 years, and I got involved in the picnic roughly 13 years ago, I believe. And my wife is Joanne. I have 5 children and they're all married.
Hi, I'm Karen Hudsack. I don't know why I'm on here. I've been with the picnic. I kind of am on the food line a lot. My husband does the Booyah with the Booyah Brothers, so I kind of come to these meetings because they don't. Been here my whole life, probably about the same as Nancy, and we graduated together, class of 79.
And they look better than me.
Baptized, and my maiden name is Ducat, so they've been here for a very, very long time, from Belgian descent. Put that plug in. And yes, I agree with Nancy, this is the church to be.
And the CEO of the picnic this year.
No, then the problems come back. Hi, I'm Jenny Jandren, and we joined this parish after we got married, and when we started having kids, we wanted to have a parish nearby where we lived. Weren't originally right from this area, but moved here and wanted to be part of the community, so we joined this parish and have been happy with it ever since. We've raised 3 daughters through this parish, making all of their sacraments. They will continue to, as my youngest is in 4th grade. I was kind of elected onto the parish committee by Joanne, told me I was just going to be the secretary of the picnic, and little did I know how involved I would become, but it's been a great experience. These are wonderful people to work with. I'm the youngest one on the committee, so if anyone else would like to join the committee, let us know. We could use some more people on this committee. But I really enjoy working with these guys, and this picnic is something we're really proud of.
So let's shout out some names of people that are not here tonight, but are huge in terms of their contributions to the picnic.
Yeah. I'll mention my cousin, Patty Jansen. I got her onto the picnic committee, and she's now running our food line.
Who else is here? Not here tonight.
Debbie Doper, auction. Joanne was auction. Cindy Jansen, auction.
Well, they're not actually on the committee anymore.
No, but they still are mainstays in the auction area.
And Randy for the car?
Randy's.
I guess I'd have to mention my brother Randy that has done the car show for years, along with my brother Ken, and of course my dad is the one that started, so, Francis.
Fantastic. Thank you, that's great. So, Lynette, a little bit about, you mentioned, times when it started in early days.
Yep.
Talk to us a little bit.
Okay, I have to mention Marion too, because she was one of the ones that helped me with this, but what happened was, came home from having a brain tumor and found out that the Kermis, which was the celebration of the harvest that happened every year in town, and the bars ran it, they were not gonna do it that year. And so I confirmed with the owner of the bar and said, are you sure you're not gonna do this? Is it okay if I bring it to the church as a fundraiser? And he was fine with it, so I went to my family, Marion and Randy, and my mom and dad, and all the Survey family, Jim and Sherry Kermillion, and Dolores Pinchard, Dolores and Larry, and just said, will you help me if I get this approved? And there was a resounding yes. And so brought it to Pat, who was at the time was who I had to talk to, and it got approved, and we had like 2.5 weeks to throw together a picnic. And we did it on the front yard. We had a parade, we had food, we had, we made $500 and we were over the moon. And that was in 1998, and it progressed every year to what it is now. So, but yeah, Randy and Marion were absolutely part of that first picnic, and I thank God that we had the opportunity to take it by the horns and bring it here, so.
So it leads to really two things, and I'll let everybody kind of throw in on these two thoughts. One is, we asked the guys about favorite memories, picnic memories. And I guess the other thing, so if you've got something in that, along those lines, you mentioned a couple of things early on, or how does Christ show up at the picnic each year? Where do you see Christ? So I'll just throw it out there.
So I definitely see Christ when it is the end of the long, beautiful day and we are upstairs counting the money to see how we did for the day. And there is that cross right above where we're counting all the money. This picnic committee gets together and we talk about what's the weather going to be like for the day? Is the Packer game going to be a home game? Is it going to be a away game? And everything just seems to fall in place for us. It really does. Does the whole day go by without any kind of event that may have happened? And everything typically goes very, very smoothly. And we're very, very fortunate. And every time we're up there counting that money, that's what I think of is, thank God Christ is looking over us, and it is a very successful picnic.
Other thoughts on memories and Jesus?
Yeah, I have one. Lee Lord was a member of our parish and was very involved in the picnic and died suddenly one year, and so I took over the Red Barn, that was his baby. And when you see everybody come together and all the memories they had of Lee and him doing that barn, and Lee was one of my biggest fans here at the church, and it just makes your heart, you just gotta thank God.
Anything from the flipping the burgers part of the equation?
Oh, it was kind of a fallout among some of the members, and the new committee took over, and I volunteered to do the meat department, the hamburgers and burgers and stuff. And I'd like to thank all the guys that help me every year. The same people help cook all of them the rest of the guys, and everybody knows who they are, so I don't have to mention any names, but I'd like to thank them personally.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I mentioned the community with this church, and that's really what this is all about. We bring so many people from around the area in this community together, and everyone's having a great time. And they're enjoying themselves. They're enjoying, you know, all the events that we have worked so hard to put together. And you definitely see Christ when you see that.
You know, I have to hawk some raffle tickets, and I have to say that you talked about the Packers, Nancy, and there's going to be Packer games. You're going to need to freeze this booyah. You really do. You got to buy ahead because we want to make tons of it, and then freeze it, and you can use it for the rest of the season. There's going to be other opportunities. Look at all these prizes. Kim will throw up a picture at the end. We've got a ton of prizes, the raffle tickets. We'll tell you how to do it. I know Heidi's doing some of the raffle stuff, and we're collecting money. Let's keep pre-selling the booyah. And again, it's September 13th. Stop by. The weather's going to be great. It's been guaranteed by this crew. And we're going to have a great time. So God bless. Thanks for allowing us the time to be with you today, and we'll see you next time.